Buonasera and welcome to Italy for round 8 of the NRL GT Sport Championship. You're joined by M208, myself up here in the commentary box, and be watching our drivers as they pelt around this track in the Sardegna countryside. Attengrim, your championship leader, and currently leads the way on track as well. At the moment, 13 points clear of this man in second place at Bonneville in the Corvette for this evening. Try and get all of the race information up on the screen. I'm going to get Twitch open on my phone so we can have a look at the chat as well. But yeah, very much looking forward to this one. So the championship cannot be won today, but for the remainder of the season, Ben, to win the championship, needs to outscore Tim by 5 points in this race, and then next week and the week after that in Nürburgring. As that will be where we round off the season then. So Ben coming around to start a lap now. I think Asriel will be the first person to start lap. Has got a decent gap back there to his teammate Natty G in second. I know Tim has asked Natty to up the pace as much as he can in these last two races. They're going to try and take the fight to BCR in the team's championship. But yeah, we come to a track here where you would expect the McLaren to perform fairly well. A lot of long straights, not too many twisty bits through the corners for it to struggle with, and I think expect big things from Natty this evening. So the cars are making their way through the corners, as that's Aston going down the inside of Wolfie there. These two together out on track once again. Aston for the Drama Alert team, Wolfie and the Brothers of Destruction, Alfa Romeo. As now they come just beneath the chapel and through this very, very long left-handed. It's very important to get a good run out of there as it leads onto this back straight that takes you all the way down in towards the hairpin. One of the preferred overtaking opportunities around the lap. The Mercedes of Attengrim, I know from practice and from testing, has been looking very, very quick indeed. He was almost half a second clear of the field at the beginning of, well, in practice just before this qualifying session started. Now the two Union Esports cars make their way through the final sector here in Sardegna, and Tim's widened in the grass and hit the wall there, but no damage done so far for the finish man. Just a little bit of a hiccup there from the championship leader, a rare mistake. That could be all the encouragement that Bonneville needs in his pursuit of his first ever championship. And he hits the wall as well. Both of the title's protagonists in the wall after lap number 1. Well, first lap of qualifying anyway. But Attengrim now to the line, going to be a 1 minute 41.6. Natty immediately beats that, goes for a 40.5. Wolfie next car across the line, he goes third. Then Ben goes into second on a 1 minute. Oh, that's flashed up too quickly. I did not quite catch that. And yeah, all of the cars now completing their first runs in qualifying. And it's Natty who currently leads the way. The man who has never had a pole position in his racing career in the NRL. Fighting stuff at the lead, in the lead by 0.4 of a second. The two Union Esports cars working very, very well together here at this early stage in qualifying. There's a car off, that's Wolfie, I think, getting out of the way of Aston and Bonneville. And will we see Bonneville's teammate Tiger Assassin perhaps give him some assistance in his championship bid? Of course, Tiger might be looking out for himself as well, only 3 points behind Ben in the Drivers' Championship as it stands. And I'm sure will desperately be wanting to finish ahead of his teammate come the end of the season. The hairpin, they do come now currently 100th behind them, Bonneville, as it stands. Bonneville has a massive train behind. This looks like it could be a good time here from Attengrim as well. Does not go wide at the top of the hill there, keeps it all together and on the track, more importantly. That's why I want my Wi-Fi. There we go, hopefully that fixes itself. And now then, in the drag race to the line, Union Esports line astern at the moment. Does Natty G improve on this time without the slipstream? We'll have a look as he comes across the line now. It's a 1 minute 41. Does not improve. Attengrim though also does not improve. It was a 42.6 for Attengrim on the last lap. Aston now goes ahead of him and into P4. Tiger Assassin goes onto the front row of the grid in the Lexus. There's a car at the back here. That's Ted going around to complete his most recent lap in qualifying. 5/10 off his personal best. Ex-Strategy, who currently finds himself 6th in the championship on 21 points, looking to bag another 2 points as it stands here at the moment. A very strong lap time from him in the McLaren. Bonivel there, we saw wide again in the Corvette. Maybe just not that car's day at the moment. Has got some pretty high right-hand side tyre wear. You might see them into the pits to check onto a fresh set of tyres. A reminder for all of the people tuning in that the drivers can not change their tyre compound, but they can pit for a fresh tyre set of the same compound. So Bonivel can pit but not go onto the softs, but they can go onto a fresh set of the mediums. They must then start the race on whatever tyre they use in qualifying. So as you can see here, the entire grid opting for the medium tyres, as you have seen so often in this season. Let's see if Tiger Assassin is improving on his lap time. Can he challenge X-Strategy for pole? No, 5 tenths down as it stands. Aspen again giving the slipstream to his teammate there as they round the final proper corner of the lap. The last corner being a more or less a flat out pink natty, very close to the wall on exit there, and Bonivel getting a bit squirrely as well. As around the final corner they come now, flat out to the line. What's it going to be for X-Strategy and for Attengren? They both stay out, do not come into the pits. Neither of them improve. No, Tim does improve and goes into second position. So it's a Union Esports front row lockout as it stands. Tiger Assassin, first car into the pit lane, followed quickly by the Scout Dan. Let's wait and see what tyres this is for. Not tyres, if we put any more fuel in the car. It's a car off, and was that Bonivel? I think it was Bonivel there, getting all kinds of out of shape on the exit of turn 1. That gravel does come at you fairly thick and fast. That could be a big problem for these guys later on in the race. A reminder that Bonivel needs to outscore Tim here by at least 5 points to be bringing the gap down to a manageable amount, you would say. Otherwise, going into the next week's race could be getting even harder for him to try and win this championship. Next week's race taking place in Belgium, a track where you would expect the Mercedes to struggle a little bit because it doesn't have that turn in the front end, but it does have a very strong rear end, so maybe it might work out for them in the end. Who knows? The two Union Esports cars, they're very close together on the track once again. Whether or not they'll come into the pits remains to be seen. Bonivel was one of the cars that stayed out. Tiger Assassin came into the pits on that most recent. So he is now out of sync, really, with everyone else who has chosen to stay out. In terms of the championship fight, although Bonivel obviously has that 13-point gap deficit to Attengren, you must say that the momentum is definitely with Bonivel in that Corvette. Has won 3 of the last 4 races, really taking the fight to Attengren. In fact, had the battle with him last time out in Le Mans, which will be streamed very, very soon, I promise. As Tiger Assassin now coming around the final corner, will be interesting to see where he comes out. The two Union guys are back out and onto the track. There in the background you can see Tiger and the Scout Dan coming around the final corner. And is Tiger going to get impeded here? Well, right on board of the Englishman as he heads up in towards turn number 1. All nice and dandy for him so far at the moment. It's flat out through turns 1 and 2 and 3. And in towards turn number 4 now for the Brit. Nice together, Wolfie and Bonnie, and that's Wolfie off. Wolfie off in the grass. Manages, though, to stay out of the way of Tiger Assassin there. Bonivel and Tiger now working together, just like the Union Esports guys ahead. And will we see these two tow each other along on their respective laps. Tiger on this lap is going for a flyer as they crest the hill into the downhill braking zone out of the hairpin. The brake disc glowing there in the background, looking very, very nice indeed. Tiger a little bit up on his lap time. We're going to need a little bit more, I think, to be challenging the likes of Tim and Natty G. The top 3 currently separated by 2 tenths. That was Tiger getting all kinds of out of shape on the exit of the at the top of the hill. But now we have Attengren and Natty G. We'll see if they are improving on their times. Oh, sorry, their outlaps. As now Tiger does go past Bonnie and will give his teammate the slipstream now down the back main straight and towards turn number 1. See if it is an improvement here for Tiger Assassin. It is going to be a 41-1. Did not gain time on his main rivals at the moment as cars now starting their laps. You've got a lot of drivers out here together on the circuit. We've got Wolfley and Ted helping each other out. Dan and Aston together on track. Bon Evil and Tiger, and indeed Natty and Tim. Although those two have been a bit more spaced out in this most recent run. Tim finds himself 1.5 tenths behind Natty as it stands. Has lost a lot of ground there actually to his teammate, being caught now by the 2 BCR cars, and I think Tiger will be getting a bit of a slipstream there as well and ducks out at the last possible moment to try and use every little benefit of that slipstream that he can get from the Mercedes in front. So now they head up the sort of isn't straight, keeps winding and twisting, but it is good enough to get a run on the car in front and have a go going into the next corner, the hairpin. A very popular overtaking spot. Got to be careful not to run into the back though of the car in front of you there. Very late braking, and obviously downhill as well. The slipstream will not be helping the braking performance either. That's a bit more of a traditional train forming now, with Atom going at the head of that one. It looks like they're slowing down again, actually, is the Finn. As Natty also backs off of his lap, so that leaves it to BCR cars to go through and then lead the pack with 5 minutes left to go. Bonnie getting all kinds of out shape at the final hairpin. Now it's a drag race to the line once again. And Ben wanted to come into the pits there, it looked like, as they both move over to let Natty go through, and that could cause some problems. I've got Aston on the lap now as well. No traffic issues for them so far in this session. Be at least another lap before we see some time improvements. Only 5 minutes left to go already in this qualifying session. The time has absolutely flown by here, so realistically you're going to be thinking maybe 1 or 2 more laps realistically for these drivers. Hello Piero in the chat, nice to see you here with us this evening. So we are getting towards crunch time in the championship. Axengren's wide again. It's looking quite good right now for ex-Natty G, really. Taking your first pole, or provisional pole as it stands. Just 4.5 minutes left to go for him. And I did say at the top of the show that the McLaren is just so quick around it, especially down some of the straights. Look at the acceleration that Natty got coming off that corner as well. And indeed, that BMW V12 sounding absolutely glorious in the Italian countryside. Oh, and that's very wide for Tiger. Tiger very wide at the top of the hill and goes off into the wall. No damage done, luckily, for Tiger. And no dramas on the exit as well. Aston and Dan trying to improve on their times. As Bon Evil comes into the pits, Natty very cleverly there, backed off to be behind the 2 BCR Esports cars. Ashton coming through now into the pits, so everyone diving into the pits for a fresh set of medium compound tyre. Tiger Assassin are the first to appear in the pit box. As they now come out onto the track, and Tiger has gone past his teammate Bon Evil, so Tiger trying to give a service to his teammate in the championship hunt. So Bonnie does get back rolling then just behind the Alfa Romeo of Wolfie. It's got all of our cars very bunched up and in an awkward position right now. Tiger has bolted at the front of the pack. He wants nothing to do with this slipstream. Tiger has gone, which means that Natty is now backing up the pack. Oh, and that's Ted going past Bon Evil. Aston coming through now as well. Tiger has stopped on the track to try and pick up some slipstream, so he does want to take part in the shenanigans. The 2 drama alert cars go through. Here comes Natty now overtaking Tiger, I believe that is. Yes, it is. Natty slots in ahead of Tiger. Bon Evil probably in the best place, you would say, at the back of the queue. They should all make it back round in time. But now Natty, by slowing down the pack once again, he's lost that slipstream to Dan and Aston up in front. But Dan now slowing down as well. And this is going to get a bit messy. Natty's going to go for it. Natty's going around the outside. Natty's no, he's not. He's slowing down now. And the entire grid behind him. Tim now coming through, and then he makes contact with Tiger. This is going to be this is very hairy already. Bonivel's backed off at the back. Atkinson trying to work his way to the front of the queue, it looks like now, has done so. And I think, is this where Natty decides to go? It might be. Remember, 2 points on offer for pole position. Tiger's wide, Tiger's at least one. And now Natty once again slowing it right down here on the exit of the corner. There's Aston as well, so it looks like Natty will be getting a bit of a slipstream from Aston in the Aston Martin, funnily enough. And you have the entire grid nose to tail starting their final runs in qualifying. Now this is a risky strategy. If one person makes a mistake, it could have massive implications for everyone else. I mean, if you're Aston and you crash somewhere on this lap, it could mess up all 7 drivers behind you as well. They all want those crucial 2 points. These 2 points are critical, championship critical for Bonivel at this point in time. He needs every point that he can get in his battle against Tim. Aston moves over. Aston has bailed out of his last qualifying attempt. Natty now sends it into the next corner. Let's have a look and down here at Bonivel. It's critical to see if he is improving on his time. As through the first sector they come. Is it an improvement for Bonivel? It is 2/10 up at the moment. Would go ahead of his teammate. Ex-Natty G pulling his teammate along as well very nicely there. So look at Tim. Is Tim responding? Can Tim respond to Bonivel's pace? Tiger Gazelle looking very, very good at the moment as well. So Natty will be the next car through the second sector split. Is Atengren improving? No, Atengren is not improving. What is Bonivel doing through the middle sector? Again, not improving. So both drivers losing time. Natty's wide, Tim's wide, Tiger's wide. I think only Dan managed to stay on the track there. Someone gone off? No, I don't believe so. It's now going to be the run to the line for these drivers. Who's going to put it on pole position here in Sardegna this evening? Will it be Natty taking his first pole? Will it be Tim taking yet another pole position? Is so close up to the line. The top 3 separated by 2/10 of a second. Natty is going to improve. Tim goes to pole. Tiger Assassin takes it. What about Bonivel? Can Bonivel improve? No. And it's going to be Tiger Assassin who takes pole position and critically takes 2 points away from Atengren. And that's how they're going to line up then for the start here in Sardegna. Tiger Assassin on pole. A magnificent effort from every driver so far on this race. And hopefully the race will be even better. Right then, 8 cars, 50 minutes, Sardegna Road Track A. Let's see who comes out on top. It's going to be very interesting to see the battle between the championship protagonists, Bonivel and Atengren. Tiger got his wheel turned all the way to the left there, perhaps anticipating something from Atengren, but the revs are going to build, the lights are going to go on, and when they go out, we're going to be racing here in Sardegna. The anticipation builds and they're off. It's a good start from the front row, but Atengren gets a better start in the second phase. We'll have the outside line going to turn 1, but look at ex-Natty G coming through the middle of both of them, and Bonivel looking injured as well, and P4 going up in towards turn number 1. Natty on the inside of Atengren. This is going to be close between the two Union Esports teammates. Atengren round the outside gets the position ahead of the 2 BCR Esports cars, and now around towards the end of the first sector they come. Bonivel lagging a bit there as well. All 8 cars getting through the start phase nice and cleanly there. There's Atengren who leads, or is it because Natty looking round the outside as Tim made a bit of a mistake there on the exit of the corner? And now Natty will be trying to use the horsepower of that of McLaren. Tiger had a look up the inside, but nothing doing there. But it is a dream start if you're Atengren, has your teammate behind as a rear gunner to try and protect you now from the 2 BCR Esports cars behind you, and indeed your championship rival in Bonivel. I think Natty will just bump draft here for the moment. Has to be very careful not to run into the back of his teammate going into the hairpin. No trouble caused. Tim out of shape on the exit though, and the front 4 already pulling away from the rest of the pack as it stands. But the 2 Cars at the front starting to distance themselves a bit from Tiger in third. Wide again into the grass. That Lexus just does not look settled at the moment. So trying to get all of the race in front, but there we go. So at the end of the first lap, it's still going to be Astengren who leads. Natty G in second place, Tiger Assassin in third, Bonnie in fourth, Aston fifth, Ted in sixth, Wolfie in seventh, and Dan rounding out the grid in 8th place. With only 8 cars here this evening, it means that all cars involved will be getting points provided that they finish the race. As now the front two pushing away from the rest of the pack. So now it becomes a game of tyre management, of fuel management. All drivers try and get into a groove, try and suss out where they're quicker than the cars around them. We might see a few overtakes as well, hopefully. But I expect this race will absolutely explode in the latter stages of it. Oh, Tim's wide again, and drivers just don't look too comfortable out there at the moment. We've really got two banks of 4 here. You've got the VCR cars and the Union Esports drivers, and then you've got the Brothers of Destruction and the Drama Alert cars currently headed up by Aston. In 5th place, Dan's in the wall, and Dan gets away with no damage somehow. You do get the feeling out in front that Tiger is going to have to get a bit creative here if he wants to get past the McLaren. Natty pulling out once again. Does Natty perhaps have some more pace than Tim at the present moment? Tyre wear is pretty similar across all cars. Bonneville there actually a little bit better than the cars around him. Fastest third sector as well for the Brit. Second sector, sorry. Oh, that's Aston wide. Oh, and that's Ted off. That's Ted off and in the wall. No damage, thankfully. That was Ted off there in an incident with Aston. Wolfie now goes up the inside into the final proper corner of the lap. Dan's wide as well, keeps it out of the wall. As the top 4 now flash past your screen. And once again, you see the Union Esports cars pulling away a bit from the BCR boys. Does Natty have a look at his teammate down the inside? Not at this point in time. Wolfie and Aston very close off the track and are on it as well. Ted does not look too pleased at all there with Aston after that particular move. Still 45 minutes left to go in this race. Tiger there looking for a different line, trying getting up and under on Natty G. Has to try something to get past the McLaren, and he's going to go down the inside. Is he going to the next corner? No, backs out of it. Bonneville then with the fastest lap at the moment will take an extra point for that. The car was in the wall. Was that Attengren? As the top 4 still separated by absolutely nothing as they head up the hill for the 3rd time of asking. Tiger going to the inside on Natty G, but can't make it happen on this occasion. Aston, Ted looking down the inside of Aston into the hairpin. It's bold, it's brave, and it's also beautiful if Ted can keep it around the outside. Fantastic little manoeuvre there from Ted. He puts his way now up into 6th place. Let's see if he can chase down his teammate. Bit twitchy there again from Tiger Assassin on exit. As now this is allowing Tim to streak away a bit at the front. We can just see the straight line speed of that McLaren still pulling away from the Lexus despite Nat Tiger being in that slipstream. Where will we see the tyres start to go? Natty looking down the inside of his teammate. He's been hit up the rear by Tiger. No damage, but that got very, very close there indeed between those two. As now Ted gaining on his teammate. Aston into the pits with front bumper damage. There's something that's happened to Aston there in the last part of that lap. A fresh set of the mediums, it looks like, and fuel. That's no fuel, stays at 93%, but goes into a set of the soft tyres now. I'll have to wait and see if those will take him to the end of the race. It'll be quite a stretch. From here, Tim's in the wall again on the exit of the left-hander. You get the feeling that Natty's trying to hold up the cars behind him, but he's able to just pull away in a straight line. Does he go defensive here against Tiger? Does Tiger go for it? Does go defensive. Tiger goes to the outside line. Later on the brakes, going to try and sweep it around the outside. Natty will not have that. Leaves him the space. Very respectful between these two. It's about to get a bit more argy-bargy though. On the run up into the next corner, it's a blind right-hander and then a quick left flick. Tiger on the inside. Natty has to concede and Tiger gets the move done and up into second place. And now let's see if he can chase down Atengren for the lead. And here comes Bon Evil now down the inside as well, but can't make that move stick. Oh, and Natty's in the wall almost. That's going to give Bon Evil a run. They're going to go side by side into the final corner. It's going to be very close between these two. Bon Evil trying to go around the outside of Natty G, the last corner. That was right on the edge of grip. They're still in the drag race though down the main straight. You'd expect the McLaren to just about edge it out here, and it does. Pulls up alongside and past the Corvette before they get to turn one. This is absolutely fantastic stuff we're seeing here at the moment, but Bonnie was going to get the switchback on the exit of the corner, but Natty crucially still holds the inside line, but Bonnie, persistent on the inside, now goes across the grass to try and get past ex-Natty G, but can't make it happen, as Wolfie and Ted having a little bit of a battle of their own now as well through the first sector, but nothing doing there at the moment. But that was a crucial move for Tiger to make in this race, and in his pursuit of Atengren, he has now caught up to the back of the Mercedes which has just not looked very comfortable. Again, Tim is wide. And Tiger Assassin gaining all the time. Tim will be able to see the Lexus living very large indeed in his rear view mirror. Does Tiger go for this down the inside? Looks at the inside line. Atengren leads in the rim, but no dice at the moment there. Bon Evil still stuck behind ex-Natty G. Wolfie and Ted having a little bit of a battle of their own now, going into the hairpin. But no, nothing doing there. As now Tiger Assassin having a look for the lead, just darting out to the inside there. Backs out of it. But still all over the gearbox of Atengren. Tiger Assassin still that fastest lap of the race. Would dearly like to have position number one back as well. Let's go for a move up the inside. Has a lurk, shows his nose to Tim, but Tim has it covered. Bon Evil and Natty. Bon Evil looked very late on the brakes there. Wolfie and Ted having a bit of a battle now as well. Wolfie going to the outside line into turn number one, but gets outbroken by Ted, who keeps his nose and car in front on the inside line going into turn number one. Hello to everyone who is watching. Great to have you on board with us. Natty and then Bon Evil at it again in the battle for P3 in the last podium position slot. Tiger going down the inside on Atengren. That nearly got very, very close. Tim is wide. And Tiger squirrely on exit as well. Tiger's had a very poor exit. Had to turn into the slide there to try and gather the car back up. Natty and Ben now gaining on both of them. They both had really poor exits off of that corner because of that as well. The Tiger go for a move. Tiger on the outside line. Tim does go defensive. We've seen Tiger pull this move off before. Around the outside. Now here goes Tiger. And here goes Bon Evil trying to get past ex-Natty but can't make it happen. Tiger on the inside line now compared to Tim on the outside. And now this should be the move here for the lead for Tiger Assassin. Indeed it is. And Tiger hits the front once again in this race. Fantastic little move there from the Lexus driver. Oh, was Bon Evil sends it down the inside, but not on this occasion. Not on this occasion does Natty allow the Corvette out of his sights. Down the main straight they go once again. These two are coming together in Le Mans qualifying. So trying to avoid the same thing. Atengren making a move on Tiger Assassin there now as well. But if you look at that, Natty and Ben have caught up a lot in this battle. Tiger going around the outside, keeps it. Bon Evil trying to emulate that, go around the outside of ex-Natty G. Natty gets out of shape on the exit there, wheel to wheel, now door to door. Whatever you want to call it, around the outside. Here goes Ben going in towards the next corner. It's a right-hander, so Natty will have the inside line. Can Ben swoop around the outside? Now the inside for the next part of the chicane. Yes, he can. And Bon Evil goes up into third position. Fantastic move from the PCR driver. Ted and Wolfie still very close together on track as well. was Tiger and Attenborough. Still going defensive in their battle for P1. As it stands, Tiger would be taking the maximum possible amount of points from this race, which should move him into second position in the championship. But no, very wide again there, though, is Tiger Assassin. And now Attenborough going to have a look down the inside, is he? Not at this point, can't make it happen. At the moment, Tiger would be 13 points behind Tim in the driver's standings. There's now Tiger does go defensive, and Atom's going to stay there and bump drop him. It looks like Natty has been dropped now a bit from this front pack. Atom going to go to the inside though, in towards turn number 1. Can Tiger hold it around the outside like he did on the previous lap? Going to try it, but no, Tim gets there first and just edges Tiger out wide there. Ted and Wolfie now very close together on the track, but Wolfie's still not able to get through. So they round the next left-hander and onto the back straight away. Tiago looking to the outside line on Asengren. This is going to get very close between these two going into the downhill braking zone of the next hairpin. Tiger Assassin on the outside line. Can he hold it around the outside later on the brakes? It's Asengren now on the inside line. Just about gets it stopped. And now Tiger will have the up and under. Can't make the move stick. One Evil has arrived on the scene as well, and he's bringing X-Natty G with him. Fantastic four-way scrap here for the honours in the NRL GT Sport League. Well, Tiger looks to the inside. Tiger does look to the inside, but doesn't send it on the brakes. Now around the final corner they come. 35 minutes left to go in this session. Tiger Assassin on the outside line. Bonnie Evil will be gaining on them both. He could go 3 wide into turn number 1 here. Is Bonnie going to try and bump draft Tiger? Try and bump him through. He is. Tiger on the outside line into turn number 1. Swoops around the outside. Gets the car stopped and retains the first position. But now X-Natty G is here and on the scene. Bonnie Evil needs to make this move quick to try and get past Attenborough. Bonnie Evil looking to the inside, can't make the move happen. Meanwhile, Wolfie and Ted have had a bit of an overtaking session as well. They've got Dan with them in the battle for 5th. I'm staying right up here at the front though, because this is where all of the action is. See the helicopter in the background there as well, and coming up the hill, up the winding straights. Tim will have to try and set Tiger up going into the hairpin. Does he duck out to the inside line? And nothing at the moment, but Natty's sending it, but can't make the move stick. That was a bit too audacious there, really, by X-Natty G. Can Ted now make a move on Wolfie? Not on this occasion. Very late on the brakes there, as it sounded like in the McLaren. It's 2/10 and Tim is gaining all of the time. Bonnie Evil is right there as well, ready to take advantage of any mistake that Tim makes. Tiger on the inside. Aswin goes to the outside this time, wants to try and work it to the outside. Bonnie Evil now goes through and bump drafts his teammate, trying to go around the outside of his teammate. Tim's got to the first corner first. He's in the gravel on the exit. That could leave him vulnerable now to Bonnie Evil onto the inside, in towards turn number 3. And Bonnie Evil does go through, and now Bonnie Evil looking up the inside of his teammate, going in towards turn number 4 on the inside line. Tim's going to try and sweep it around the outside. They touch. Tim almost goes round. And Bonnie Evil somehow doesn't manage to get past the Mercedes still in this race. And the Scout Dan has got past Ted and Wolfie there through the final sector, but the battle at the front is so enticing. With Bonnie Evil and Asengren in the wall again, that's going to leave him very vulnerable now to Bonnie Evil, but Tim still has the slipstream. So the hill they come, Bonival on the inside line, but just gets squeezed out there by Attenborough. They're going to go 3 wide almost into the hairpin. Oh, and so Attenborough around the outside, but he's off and he's in the grass, but he's still there on the inside. So I'm going to try and hold this now around the outside into the high-speed uphill chicane. First the right and then the left to come. Bonival's hit the wall again. They're going to go side by side, not through here. Tim's off, Tim's in the wall, he hits Tiger. Bonival goes through, Natty goes through, and that's in one corner. Tim going from second down to fourth, but now Natty's sending it down the inside on Bonival as well. This race is exploding already. Lap 10, only lap 10 in this race, and these guys still so close together. I'm sure Attenborough will not be very happy with Tiger there on the exit of that corner. It was fair racing that has cost him massively, and he is now behind his championship rival Bonival. That's actually using the power of the McLaren. Now just go through the middle of the BCMR. Guys are going 3 wide into the next corner. Oh, this can't work. And now they're still 3 wide on the exit, and Natty getting very bold in his overtaking there, but the 2 BCR cars still go through. There's contact between them, and Bonnie almost goes round, but now Natty going to the inside on Tiger Assassin. Natty just gets chopped off at the front there. Tim trying to work it around the outside now as well, coming through the end of the first sector. Tiger's out of shape, coming off the right-hander. As this corner going to be so critical for these drivers. Natty gets a very nice one, but Bonival is wide, will not be able to get on the power. Someone scraped the wall there. It could have been ex-Natty G. But now down the back straight, look at how that McLaren will just absolutely take off in Natty's pursuit of Tiger Assassin. Tiger has to go defensive here. Here comes Natty to the outside. Here comes Attenborough to the outside of Bonival as well. Can Natty make this stick around the outside? It's going to be a bold one, but can't do it at this stage in the race. Coming back down here to the wall. Dan in the wall. Dan really collecting Wolfie there on exit as well. But that all calming down, but it is really getting hot up here at the front. Tiger's wide again and into the grass. Bonival having a look now down the inside of ex-Natty G. Going to be late on the brakes as the Corvette down the inside. But here comes Tim. Tim can't get around the outside, or can he? Because Bonival's had a poor exit and is out of the slipstream, but just manages to slot back in there. As now down the main straight they come once again. Natty will have a mammoth run in that McLaren, and wide goes Bonival and Attenborough on the final corner. As now Natty going to move to the outside line. Look at how that McLaren just breezes past the Lexus, and now Natty finally hits the front of the pack. Tiger Assassin still the fastest lap in this race. So we are rapidly approaching half race distance. Bonival looking up the inside of his teammate. Tiger Assassin looking up the inside of ex-Natty G. As Ted and Wolfie battling Dan in the pits with front bumper damage, just like his teammate. He, interestingly enough now, falls out behind Aston on the exit of the pits. As these guys still so close together. And a bit of a Union Esports sandwich. Bonival looking to the outside line on his teammate. No team orders at BCR. It looks like the Tiger's going to try and be later on the brakes, and Natty try and swoop it around the outside. If he can make that work, that would be amazing if he has done it, and he has done it. What a move from Tiger Assassin to get back up into the lead of the race. Natty is still there on the outside. They're going to go wheel to wheel into the chicane. This is going to be treacherous. Tiger around the outside keeps it on the track. So much respect there between these drivers, and now Natty trying to work it down the inside. Attenborough does get past Bonival, but he's going to try and hold it round the outside, but gets forced off there almost by Tim. And now down the main straight once again. Bonival tucks back into the slipstream behind Attenborough, but Tim wide again. I think the fronts on that Mercedes just starting to go off a little bit. As they come down the main straight once again, Natty pulling out to the inside line. Again, just has a straight line speed. But Bonival looking to the inside on Attenborough now. Natty late on the brakes. Tim's later on the brakes. Then Tiger almost collects, and Bonival getting the up and under now. They're going 2 by 2, like Noah's Ark almost. Now Tiger on the inside of ex-Natty G. Natty trying to defend, but can't. Tiger is ahead like a checkerboard. Once again, BCR and Union Esports fight to get out here on the racetrack. Tiger trying to work it now to the outside line. Gets pushed by Natty. Natty. Ben is also there though on the inside line going into the next corner, the left-hander. Bonnie now goes up into third position. Tiger hits the front once again, but Natty's not holding around the outside. Can he make this work? No, he can't. Tiger keeps it, but he gets a very poor run because he got a bit loosey-goosey on exit. In the immortal words of Thunder, 50-50 time. Tim squeezing Bonevil up to the wall there on the inside, and now they're going door to door once again. Atkinson now coming around the outside. Bonevil trying to get injured as well. They're going 3 wide almost once again. Tiger on the inside gets the move done, but gives Natty nowhere else to go. They're still wheel to wheel, and Natty getting out of shape now. Does Tiger try and keep this around the outside? Natty on the inside, and they're going 2 by 2 into the high-speed chicane. Natty on the inside. Natty keeps it. Bonevil nearly to the wipes out Tim, and Natty's off. Natty's in the wall. Oh, and he's hit Tiger as well, but there's no big damage there done. Bonnevil's now going down the inside once again. Can he make that work? Yes, he can. Bonneval up into second position. And when will these guys come into the pits? That is the next big question here, really. Tiger had with a bit of breathing room now at the front of the pack. Nobody with damage. I honestly thought Natty was about to wipe out the other 3 contenders at the front of the pack. As they're heading towards turn 1 once again, Bonneval looking for it down the inside on his teammate, but can't make it stick. As realistically here for the championship, Bonneval needs to win this race. Tiger still holds the fastest lap and got pole position as well. And that these guys just not giving the other team a chance to breathe there, really. The positions have swapped so many times in this race so far, as that Ted has fallen a long way back now from his teammate Wolfie. Natty now really falling away. I think the tyres on that McLaren really starting to die out. 1.1 seconds now to Atkinson in front. We don't know, maybe he's nursing any damage. I think it might just be a tyre wear issue for him. Bonneval now going defensive or going attacking on his teammate. That's going to give the opportunity to Atkinson to try and get around the outside, try and get the up and under the switchback move on the exit of the corner. G just falling away a bit. Oh, Tim looking down the inside. That was never going to work there, realistically. Bonneval goes defensive. That's going to allow Tim to go around the outside. But Bonneval has it covered. Just about a bit of lag there, though, as well. As we are rapidly reaching the halfway point of this race. It's been an enthralling one so far. Absolutely non-stop action from the get-go. Tim's wide again. As Bonneval now does make the move around the outside of Tiger Assassin. Tiger will slot in behind, but now Atkinson and Natty gaining all the time on these two as well. Atkinson a bit too far to go for a move down the inside, or is he? That was nearly very, very ugly indeed there. Front four still very, very close together. The Scout, Dan, and Aston rounding out the grid for the Drama Alert Nation, Drama Alert racing teams. As they crest the hill once again. Atkinson trying to make a move here on Tiger. Assassin goes to the inside line. Tiger very aggressive in defending, but Tim equally aggressive in his attack and gets past Tiger. As now the Union Esports cars split up the BCR chain. So now, how aggressive will Atkinson be under braking into the hairpin to try and get past Bonneval? Oh, Natty's lost it. Natty's lost his braking point. Oh, he's in the wall. Damage. Damage for ex-Natty G. That will be a pit stop for sure. And that's so unfortunate for Natty. It was looking so good for him in this race. We'll have to see if he comes into the pit lane. Does come into the pit lane. Too much damage to continue for Natty. And that could be really, really bad here for Atkinson. He now has to go 2-on-1. But he's going to go to the inside of Bonneval anyway. You had a bit of an altercation in Le Mans on the last lap, if you remember back to that. Now X-Strategy in the pit lane. What tyres will we go on to? We are at the over halfway, so realistically you could go to the end on a set of the softs. It's a set of the soft tyres for X-Strategy. Comes out behind Ted. Ted, who hasn't come into the pits yet, so Ted is out of sync with everybody else here. But let's see how hard X-Strategy can push. Can he maybe undercut the two BCR cars in front? I should have about 12-ish more laps to run in this race, 12 or 13. So Atom going to the outside on Bon Evil into the hairpin. They're both wide. Bon Evil squeezes Tim out. And nowhere to go for the Finn. Our very own flying Finn in Asengren. Currently leads the championship as well by 13 points. That gap would be reduced at the moment to 10. Tiger going down the inside. Can't make it stick. Bon Evil, who has won 3 of the last 4 races so far on the championship. Tim, who was, I believe, has not won a race since Austria. Going around the outside there now of Bon Evil, going in towards turn number 1. Tiger does respond to X-Natty G. So Tiger is responding. Tim's going around the outside of Bon Evil, gets the move done. So Tiger going for the undercut approach. Let's see where X-Natty G is now. Coming round the final corner. This could be very close here between these two. Natty coming around the final corner. Tiger is leaving the pits now. Here comes Natty at full pace. Tiger's still just getting up to speed, but the gap is big. You can just see Natty there in the background coming underneath the Gran Turismo billboards. And Natty, with that mistake, has lost a lot of time. So the tyres on that Corvette still looking a bit better here than the Mercedes. Now they come up the hill, they rise up the hill once again. Bon Evil looking very, very interested in getting past Asengren once again. Asengren. This could get very, very frosty between these two, but the interesting thing to see here is what can Tiger's outlap be. He obviously does not have the slipstream effects from, actually he does now though, from Wolfie here. But will we see Asengren or Bon Evil come into the pits? I'd expect to see Ben in on this lap. We'll see if Asengren chooses to extend the stint. Bon Evil does come in, and Tim follows at the very last moment. So Tiger, they're getting past Wolfie now, coming down the main straight. Bon Evil yet to appear in the pit box. Likewise for Asengren, they now appear. Tiger coming down the main straight. The tyres come off. New tyres go on. Tiger's coming down the main straight. Tiger's going to jump them. Tiger has jumped them. He's jumped Bon Evil and Tim. Oh, has he? No, this is going to be so close. Oh, he has done it. Tiger has done it. Tiger's undercut Asengren and Bon Evil. Now a fresh set of tyres. We'll have to see what the pace differential is like between these guys. I think Tim will still be getting a bit of slipstream even from that far back. Yeah, the undercut seeming to work there for Tiger Assassin. That's though with the oldest tyres of the top 4. We'll see what he can do now with those slightly more worn softs. As it's definitely game on at the front of the pack. Natty outside of the slipstream range and really starting to fall back from these guys. So at the moment the gap between Tiger and Tim would still be 13 points, so nothing gained or lost there for Tim as it stands. Tiger would be taking maximum points from this race if it were to finish right now. But I'm sure Asherman would want to have at least one more win in this season, as now he is gaining a lot on Tiger. to the outside line. Here comes Grin. Can you make this work around the outside? Tiger's there, still on the inside. Tiger's going to try and defend it, though. Tim's in the gravel on the exit. Oh, and they've crashed! They do come together, and Tim pushes Tiger wide. I'm sure Tiger will not be very happy about that at all, but it looked like Tim just got on the gravel and lost control a bit on the exit of turn number 1, and that caused the incident. Now Bon Evil lagging quite a bit there, having a bit of some latency issues with some drivers on the grid. Will Bon Evil look to the inside? The answer is yes. Tim leaves the space open. They're still touching. Tiger going to try and send it to the inside as well. Tiger almost goes to the back of Grid. Actually desperately trying to hang on to the battle at the front. Now where will Tiger Assassin decide to put his car? Goes to the inside line, can't brake late enough to make the move. And around the final corner they do come. Attigan now going to go to the outside line on Bon Evil. On the run in towards turn number 1. That's going to go around the outside. Can he make this stick? No, Bon Evil's still there on the inside. Blocks Tim from getting through. What about Tiger Assassin? Can he make a move here on Attengren? Looks to the outside. That turns to the inside. Switches it up to go to the inside line, but not late enough on the brakes to make a move. As a reminder that Bon Evil needs to outscore Tim by at least 5 points in each of the remaining races to win the championship. Tim can afford to just finish second for the next 3 races and he will still be the champion come Nürburgring in a couple of weeks' time, but he's hit the wall. Goes defensive against Tiger, but Tiger's there now on the inside line, gets the slipstream benefit as well from his teammate up in front. And now goes to the inside line. Tim trying to sweep around the outside, but Tiger has it with the grip, with the inside line, and now keeps second position. I think we might see Tiger start to play the long game a bit with Bonnie, try and bump draft, try and build that gap out to the cars behind. Indeed, that is what we are seeing. Tiger bump drafting Bonnie. Attengren ghosting there on the straight. Is there a bit of a problem there for Attengren? Nothing too bad at the moment. Oh, Tiger and Ben very close together, wheel to wheel. Ashgren's still looking to get past these two. Tiger going down the inside, just can't make it stick. Tiger now on the inside line, going into the hairpin, breaks late, makes the move on his teammate. That's not going to go down well. Don't forget, Bon Evil's still within a shot of a championship. Well, both these drivers still within a shot of a championship. But they need to work together. Oh, Tim Tiger's wide! But doesn't lose any significant time. Tiger must be thanking his lucky star he didn't get damaged from that. And now down the main straight once again. Bon Evil looking to the outside. That was almost very, very bad. So now we'll look to the outside line in towards turn number 1. Will Tim make this 3 wide? Yes, he is making it 3 wide into turn number 1. Tim on the inside, Bonevil trying to go round the outside. Tim gets Tiger, but can't get past Bonevil. The gap now between Tim and Natty coming down, but still Natty with much worse tyre wear. You see him sliding around there in the McLaren in the background. 0.3 of a second between Bonevil and improving on his best time in this race so far. Currently the fastest lap of the race held by Tiger, 1 minute 40.4. Now Bonevil going defensive once again. Attengren going around the outside. Can he make this move stick? No, Bonevil keeps it on the inside. Down here at the battle between Dan and Wolfie now as well, as they're coming around the hairpin. Wolfie does make the move on Dan for 5th position. So Ted and Aston a bit further back. Now back up here to the front, Tim going to the outside again. Will Tiger try and make it 3 wide this time? Gonna go to the outside, then 3 wide over the crest. Oh, and Tim's pushed Tiger off! Tiger's off and he's in the wall! And where is Tiger? Tiger with no damage, battling with ex-Natty G. Oh no. And the unravelling of the battle, the first major contact we've seen between the front guys. Natty having his mistake earlier on in the race, of course, but now Tiger and Natty embroiled in the battle for P3. And it's Tim versus Bonevil once again at the front of the pack for the honours, for the race win. But could there be a penalty coming the way of Attengren for that turn 1 contact? Now going around the outside of Bonevil at the hairpin. Can he make the move stick? Bonevil's still there, gives him the room. Tim's in the grass, the 2 title protagonists going wheel to wheel down the hill and now into the chicane. This is going to be a big moment in the race in the championship. Bonevil on the inside. Tim gets the up and under. Tim gets the switchback. Bonevil, though, still has it covered. Tiger does get past ex-Natty G as well. Natty really struggling on those tyres. Oh, Tim getting out of shape again. No such dramas for Tiger, but Natty will be having such a great run down the main straight. But now Attengren gaining in the back, or gaining on the back of Bonevil. Going up towards turn number 1. Can Tim make this move? Looks to the outside line, breaks later, going to try and sweep it round the outside, but Bonevil keeps the nose in, keeps the position. Tiger assassin, the next Natty G going side by side as well. That's all very close indeed on the racetrack. Wolfie and Dan involved in their little battle as well for 5th. Oh, it's now Attengren and Bonevil once again going side by side for the lead of the race. Attengren on the outside. Can he make this move stick around the outside? No, Bonevil's still there on the inside line. Keeps the move, keeps the position, but Bonevil gets a bit out of shape there as well. So now with 9 minutes left to go, these two still giving it everything. There's not much time between Tiger and Natty either. Tim looking to the outside, can't make the move stick. Asengren gaining on Bon Evil once again. Then be a move down the main straight, I think. Oh, Bon Evil's wide. That's going to be all the impetus that Tim needs to try and go through here. Tiger and Natty as well, battling it out on the track, but the two leaders going wheel to wheel here. And Tim going around the outside, but Bon Evil's there. They're still wheel to wheel around the outside here. Bon Evil will have the inside for the next corner. They're still going door to door. It's going to be epic stuff between the two championship rivals. Tim tries to break later, but Bon Evil's still there. And now Tim finally gets the move completed on Bon Evil, but he goes wide. That's going to set up Bon Evil now for a run off of the long left-hander. Looks to the inside line early, goes through it. So look, backs out at the last possible moment. That was very, very close indeed. And now Tiger Assassin actually really gaining on these two. Gap down to 2.6 seconds. Bon Evil looks to the inside early on Tim. Tim tries to cover it off, but Bon Evil's already there. They're going side by side. Tim squeezes Bon Evil to the inside. Tries to work it now around the outside. They're going to meet in the middle. Bon Evil gives Tim the room. They're still door to door. Now they're headed down the hill and up into the chicane. Can Bon Evil make this work around the outside? No. Tim keeps the position for now. 7 minutes left to go in the session. Oh, but Tim's wide, and that's going to give Bonnie a run into the final corner that allows Natty to catch up as well. Bon Evil on the inside of Tim. Tim tries to get the switch back, but can't make it happen. And now Tiger and Natty all of a sudden are back in this fight. 7 minutes left to go, lap 25. This is absolutely incredible racing we're seeing here. Asengren now bump drafting Bon Evil a little bit. Does Natty do the same to Tiger to try and catch up to these who put themselves back in the fight for the lead? Tim just biding his time there a bit. He's seen the gap come down to Tiger and Natty. I think he might be a bit concerned about that. Tiger sliding through turn one, the understeer, you can hear it in the Lexus as they went through that corner. Tim looking at the inside of Bon Evil but can't make it happen. Going back here to review the crash, I think, between Tiger and Tim. I don't think Tim knew that Tiger was there and just slightly pushed him off the track. It's unfortunate. We'll have to see if the stewards decide to take action on that matter or not. As now Asengren looking to the outside, but Bon Evil's defending it relentlessly. Does Tim make this move? Does Tim make this move? He's going to go to the outside. Bon Evil's forcing him to go there. Asengren going to try and break earlier, try and get the switch back, but Bon Evil positions his car beautifully there and keeps Tim away from the switchback. The gap now stabilising at about 1.8 seconds. Tim having a look for a bold move into the chicane. They both keep it on the track on exit. Tiger's off in the wall. Again, no damage done. The gap goes back up to 2 seconds, 2.1. Now Asengren and Bon Evil very, very close indeed once again. Oh, it's very, very close here indeed. It's now looking to the outside line. Is Asengren going into turn one? It has to be a bold move here. If he wants to lead back from Bon Evil, Natty has got past Tiger as well in the battle for P3. Just over 5 minutes left. Does Tim look to remove the inside? Can't make it happen as it stands. The gap at the moment coming down to 10 points with 2 races left to go in this championship, which has been so interesting indeed. Tim looking up the inside. Is he into the next corner? I was going to say definitely worth saving it for the long straight afterwards. On the power once again though. 4 minutes left to go in the session. Natty and Tiger though battling out as well. Tim having a look on the outside. Is he going to try and switch to the inside? Bon Evil defends it. Tim going to the outside now, the battle for the lead, into the hairpin. He's later on the brakes. Looks like it's going to be Bon Evil. Tim's still there on the outside. Tim's gone wide into the grass. Oh, and then he comes back on and hits Bon Evil. The gap now up to 3.5 seconds between the battle for first and the battle for third. Tim the Finn trying his best to get past Bon Evil. Only about 2 laps left to go, or 3 laps left to go after this one, if they get to the line in time. So 3 more opportunities then for Tim to try and get past Bonevil. 3 more opportunities for Natty and try and get past Tiger. Where does Bonnie start to weave to try and break the slipstream a bit? Hasn't just started yet. Tim just bum drafting for now, waiting till later on in the straight to pull out to the outside. Can he pull out to the inside? Maybe. No, Bonevil defends it. Tim now around the outside, late braking, nice clean racing, and Bonevil still manages to hold on to the lead. Nat's trying to go around the outside of Tiger, can't make it happen. Tiger stays in third. Wolfie, Dan, Ted and Aston relatively by themselves. Tim now trying to go around the outside of the next corner. Can he make this stick? Yes, he can. Tim takes the lead from Bonevil on that number 28, but there's still 3 minutes left. There's still 2 laps left for Tim to hold on to it. Bonevil now goes to the inside line, into the hairpin. Can't make it work. Has that now compromised Bonevil's run on the exit? Will he be able to have a go into the hairpin? Aston has had to attack from this manoeuvre so many times. Tommy has to defend it. How does he get creative here? Goes to the inside line. I imagine he'll stay left as they go over the hill. Bonevil to the outside line. Tim breaks later though, and Bonevil can't get through. It's going to be a move down the main straight, you would think, really, for one of these two. So here we go, the top 2 of the championship, the top 2 on the road, battling it out with just 2 laps left to go. Tim's wide again. I think the front tyres of the front right tyre on Bonevil's Corvette starting to go. Tim has looked after his tyres better. But now in the slipstream, Bonevil will be gaining all the time. There's just 2 minutes left to go. It will be this lap and 1 more. It will be this lap and then 1 more lap to go. So for the top 4 at least there will be 2 more laps. I think Wolfie will, next lap will be his last lap. Bonevil looking to the inside line. Tim's left it open. Is that a mistake from the championship leader? But he's gone wide and he's off. Tim's off into the gravel and he's got engine damage, front bumper damage. He'll fall behind Natty and Tiger. And it's happened. It's all kicked off here with just 2 laps left to go in the race. A costly mistake there for Tim in the championship. He could fall behind Wolfie. There's 2 laps left to go. A 28-second gap. This could be very, very bad indeed for Adamgren and his championship hopes. Bonevil goes through now to take the lead of the race. But costly mistake there, a very, very costly mistake from Aston, and now all that needs to be seen is, was there contact between those 2 that caused that incident? That is so unfortunate for Tim. He was doing so well in the race. The gap's come down by almost 10 seconds already to Wolfie. And what a dramatic end to this race, and suddenly it's a BCR 1-2 once again. As I am looking now at the replay from Attenborough's POV, trying to see exactly what has happened there. Bonevil's gone to the inside, and Tim's just missed his braking point and gone off. No contact done there. It was a mistake from Attenborough that has given Bonevil the lead. The championship gap will now be coming down quite considerably, I think by almost half. Tim should finish in 4th. Yeah, I think that's going to be, what, 13 points to 6 for Aston finishing in 4th. So the gap will come down to 7 points then going into the last 2 races of the season. The championship is still on. Natty going down the inside of Tiger Assassin. The battle's still on for P2. Tiger around the outside. No love lost between these 2. The timer has hit 0. So Tim will cross the line to finish. No, Tim has another lap. No, Tim has finished the race, so Tim will be in 4th. Bonevil still leads this race. Tiger Assassin still trying to fend off Natty G for 2nd. So it will be Tim in 4th, Wolfie in 5th, Ted 6th, Dan 7th with Aston in 8th. Let's come back up here though to the front guys, because Natty has got 2 more chances realistically to try and get past Tiger before it's a drag race to the line. Is he close enough down the back straight to have a go into the hairpin? Not quite, just not quite here. It's going to be very close. Natty has to set Tiger up off of this corner, but he's got a bad exit himself. And they're going down the hill and towards the chicane. Is Natty going to be in the position to make a move? Not on this occasion, but it's still a drag race to the line to be had. Oh, Natty's off, and Natty's hit the wall, and his tyres are finished. But Bonneville, he started this race in 4th position, is going to finish it by rounding the final corner. He's won 3 of the last 4 races. Time to make that 4 of the last 5. Here comes Bonneville across the line, take another win, a hat-trick of wins in the NRL GT Sport Championship. Tiger crosses the line, finishes in 2nd, makes a BCR 1-2. Natty claiming 3rd, and some vital points there for Union Esports in the team's championship. But what could have been for Attengren? Their big ground lost in the championship here today. 7 points between the top 2, and there are 2 races left to go. Do not miss next week from Belgium. It's been an absolutely incredible race, and that is going to be the win for Bonneville. Amazing driving by everybody on the grids today. Everyone who showed up, great stuff. And yeah, from me, from everyone at the NRL, it's going to be goodbye, and we'll see you in Belgium for next week's race. Thank you everyone for watching.